Then as Bruno was getting very big in size, then the son and the author, they both advised the wife that give her to the zoo at Mysore. Then at the beginning, the narrator's wife was not ready to give Bruno to the zoo, but then also after some time she agreed, and then the narrator, wrote a letter to the curator of the zoo, and he replied yes, he wanted to take that bear into his zoo, and there he also sent a cage from Mysore in a lorry. And then Bruno was sent to the zoo in Mysore, and from that day onwards they all were missing him greatly. And the wife was the most anxious person in that house, because she was also missing Bruno a lot, and wrote a number of letters to the curator of the zoo about knowing what exactly his Baba was doing. And then the curator also replied very politely that Baba was doing everything very nicely, but he is refusing to eat food. And after that, one day, the lady, she insisted, and she forced her husband that I want to go and see must my Baba. Either you take me by the car, or I will go myself by a bus or a train. And then over there, the narrator, he took the lady for to meet Baba over there. And over there, from some yards ago, some yards away from there, Baba recognized with happiness, and she also ran towards Baba. And for the next 3 hours, she was not leaving the cage. She gave him tea, lemonade, cakes, ice cream, and etc. And the wife was crying bitterly. Baba was also crying bitterly, and even the curator and the keepers of the zoo were feeling depressed. And after some time, she asked the curator that may I have my Baba back, please send it back to me. And that curator, he says that my boss is the superintendent, he lives at Bangalore. If he agrees, then certainly you may have him back. And then over there, they went to the superintendent's bungalow, and the wife was crying, and she told that she cannot live with Baba. And then the superintendent, he allowed him, okay, you can take back over there. Now over there, Baba was driven into a cage, and it was tied on the top of the car, and slow and careful they returned there towards their journey to Bangalore was accomplished. And after they were home, a squad of coolies were engaged for special work in the compound, for just to make a kind of a habitat for Baba. An island was made, and it was 20 feet long and 15 feet wide, and it was also surrounded by a dry pit or moat 6 feet wide. So it was made favorable for Baba to stay over there, and straw was also placed inside to keep him warm, and over there he was living over there. And a few days, the coolie also hoisted the cage onto the island, and Baba was released over there, and he was delighted, and he was standing on his hind legs, and he pointed his gun, and he was doing all the tricks he used to do before. And over there, his wife also, she spent hours sitting on a chair there while he sat on her lap. He was 15 months old and pretty heavy too, and this is how they both managed to live together, the narrator's wife and Baba. Once again, their bond was strong, and they shared a very lovely relationship, and they were very nicely together. And the way the wife reached the island and the leaves were interesting. The narrator had tied a rope to the overhanging branch of a mango tree with a loop at its end. Putting one foot in the loop, she used to kick off with the other to bridge the 6 foot gap that constituted the width of the surrounding pit. And the return journey was made the same way. And now, at the end, to summarize with the chapter, the narrator was saying that who can say that a sloth bear has no sense of affection. And this is the story between a lady and a bear.